The year was 1978. Space Invaders hit arcades, Star Wars was still in cinemas breaking box office records, and the first commercial optical video disc hit the market. Initially called DiscoVision, this shiny futuristic video disc was launched onto a battlefield where VHS and Betamax were already at war.
I'm Leonard Nimoy. Interesting. A record player that produces beautiful sound and pictures through my TV. Gourmet video for people who know and love video. I see.
In 1980, Pioneer released its first player, branding it the Laserdisc.
Obviously, scratches won't affect this coated surface, and normal wear and tear should have no bearing on the quality.
It was from here that the Laserdisc moniker took over, and despite the format being officially named Laservision until the early 1990s, Pioneer's branding was dominant.
I can't see it. If the music don't sound good, who cares what the picture looks like? Then Pioneer gives me their Laserdisc player. It's a video turntable that works with a laser beam, and that laser beam makes all the difference, they tell me.
Over the 1980s, VHS won the home entertainment war, decimating Betamax and taking over as the primary medium for home entertainment. But the Laserdisc managed to hang in there. Despite not being able to record and having a clunky operating system that needed discs changed or turned over halfway through movies, the format was embraced by cinephiles.
And this is a Laserdisc, which represents the next generation for home video fans. You can think of a Laserdisc as sort of a great big compact disc that plays pictures as well as sound. The difference between this and this is that a Laserdisc delivers a much better video picture, 60% better, and sound that can be as good or better as many movie theaters.
I don't think the disc will have much of a future, mainly because you can't do your own recording. And once one has played the material so many times, they don't want to see it anymore.
What do you use a disc for after that?
A Frisbee.
The picture and sound was inarguably superior to videocassette, and a small but notable catalogue slowly grew with the introduction of special features for the first time, including behind-the-scenes footage and audio commentaries.
So say, for example, you're watching Deliverance and you want to skip to the famous dueling banjos scene much further into the film, just press scan.
The format also allowed film fans to watch films in letterbox format, avoiding the terrors of the 1980s and 90s pan and scan trend.
Since the early 50s, many films have been shot in various widescreen processes, such as CinemaScope and Panavision. Until now, viewing these films on television removed almost half the original image from the home screen.
It wasn't until DVD arrived in the mid-1990s that the small niche Laserdiscs had carved out began to truly diminish. The format managed to hold on for another decade due to the vigilance of some hardcore supporters and a very strong support base in Japan. But in 2009, Pioneer called last drinks and ceased production of the players. This marked an end to the 30-year life of the Laserdisc.
I think a lot of people are wary of Laserdiscs because they think it's just going to be a momentary fad, and then that HD TV is around the corner. I think HD TV is, best guess, at least 7 to 10 years away from being in the home. I think you will not be wasting your money to invest $600 in a Laserdisc player, because the quality is so much better that every time we mention a cassette on this show or on our regular show, I feel like people are getting cheated in a way because they're not buying a Laserdisc, and so they're not getting the sound. If you want to get the Mighty Quinn, hear the reggae music as it was really played on Laserdisc. It's that important.